lifetime. How would you rate Christian's and what that meant to this game and the team?
Yeah, Christian's actually scored a few throughout his career. He scored one against me at Old Trafford against Manchester United as well, which he reminds me of. But no, he's got that ability to do that, and I think what it does, it did for the game is, although I didn't think we were in any trouble or we weren't concerned, but I thought first 30 minutes we were very poor. We couldn't connect passes. We played with a lack of belief, I felt, in the first 30 minutes. And obviously, I think we were lucky to go in 1-0 up. And then second half, I thought we had a lot of control. Even Charlotte had a bit of possession, but we were always in control, and I felt we'd go and win the game by 2 or 3 goals. So I'm delighted with the win. The lads got a lot of belief amongst them, so and it keeps this run of form going.
But this is, like you said, it's a good run of form. Can you kind of feel this starting to build and cohesion starting to grow this week?
Yeah, and I think I thought Victor Paulson and Donovan Pines were outstanding throughout the game. There's really good individual performances, but I think we're really playing as a team, and we're hard to play against, we're hard to score goals against. And then we've got players, and it's always important when your forward players are scoring goals. So I think especially second half, I felt really comfortable within the game, and yeah, we know now we're good run of form. We've got another tough game coming up next week, so we'll have a couple of rest days and get ready for them.
Jason, go ahead.
Wayne, it looked like between midfield and the defense with Swiderski, kind of sometimes he floats up front, sometimes he drops off. It seemed like you still managed to contain him. How much was that? Was center backs like Victor and Donovan, like you said, and how much of that was a joint effort between them in the midfield?
Yeah, I think we analysed the opposition, and it depends where the player goes. If obviously he's on the back line, it's the defence's responsibility, and if he comes into midfield, we don't go man for man. We mark space and zones, and if someone comes into your space, you have to take care of it. And I thought we done that really good.
As a follow-up, it looked like the homegrown players in particular really got excited about Jacob Green's goal. How much does that kind of impact not just this game? Obviously, the game was kind of over, but going forward for those younger players.
Yeah, I think it has a huge impact, and everyone, we were all delighted for Greeny. I think he's come into the team this season and done really well, and not just him, like for instance Matai went on the bench today, and that's not through a lack of performance or training. We've got options, and next week we'll have 2 or 3 more players back in the squad as well, so there'll be a few players who don't make the squad, and as a coach, that's what you want to be able to have to make decisions, and difficult decisions. But yeah, for the homegrown, for lads who've come through the academy in this club, to see one of your own players scoring, it's a great feeling.
Right here. Yes,
what was going through your mind when Taxi was taken down in the box and initially there wasn't a call?
Yeah, and sometimes VAR works for you, and it was strange that the referee didn't see it and it didn't get called when it happened. But yeah, thankfully we've had the decision go for us, which has been many this season which we haven't had. So, but you'd always worry when the referee doesn't see it, and VAR can make some strange decisions, which we've seen. But thankfully we were on the right end of it tonight.
You want to go Sarah first, and then we'll go Dennis.
Hey, Wayne, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
We saw Steve take a few pretty hard knocks in the first half, and I wanted to check on his status, see how he's doing.
Yeah, he took a bang on his hip, so he was really struggling, and I said to him, I know Steve would play on and try and play on, but I said to him half time, don't try and be a hero. If you're really struggling, we've got Derek on the bench who can come on, and it's important for the team that if he's not right, that we get a player on who's fit and fresh. So obviously we're struggling with it. We'll monitor that over the next few days, and hopefully he'll be okay for next week.
Hey Wayne, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
You said previously that if you play hard to beat and you get clean sheets, you win a lot more games. And you've seen it in the last 4 games. You only conceded once. So how do you feel about your defense, and have you found your defensive shape? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think the change in shape has really helped. I think players are more comfortable, which is more important in that shape. So yeah, it's something which obviously over the last few weeks we've adjusted and been working on, and really put a lot of information into the players on that shape, and the players have handled it really well. I think it's a lot of work for Lewis O'Brien, Matthias Click and Russell Knaus in front of the defence, but the attitude, you see Lewis O'Brien run down the line for Greeny's goal at the end, and the work them 3 lads are putting in never goes unnoticed, and that makes it a little bit easier for the back line. But yeah, I think defensively, not just them 3 actually, I think for Christian and Taxi as well, the effort they're putting in, and so I think as a team we're defending well, we're all putting the work in, and we're getting the rewards for that now.
This is a follow-up. How does it feel to have Andy back?
Yeah, of course, Andy's an important player to us, and I was a bit worried actually. I was really close to taking him off after 30 minutes because he obviously the yellow card, and he had a few fouls after that. So we spoke to him just to be careful and not make any silly challenges, and he handled that situation really well, I felt. So yeah, he's such an important player for us, so it's great to have him back.
And last one for my contact in TC.
Yeah, can you speak to the atmosphere tonight? First official sellout, how do you feel, what you made of the fans tonight, and keeping the energy going?
Yeah, I thought the atmosphere was great, and the fans are so important to us, and listen, when you perform well and winning games, you get more fans come to games, and they want to come to the stadium and be entertained, and I think there was tonight, and I think there's an excitement growing amongst the fans on performances and results, and it's on us to make sure we keep that going.